How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining me on my small engine repair channel. Today's project is on this Toro Recycler push mower, and the problem we're having with it is that the drive cable is snapped, broken. So let me show you how to fix this one, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, so to get access to this cable, this drive cable, you're going to have to take off this cover. To get this cover off, you're going to have to flip the mower up. If you flip it up, flip it, if you can flip it, front side up, that's the best case scenario. If you can't, for whatever reason, then flip it carburetor side up to get access to these bolts. Alright, so the two bolts I'm talking about are 10mm bolts, and there's one there. And there is one right there. So I'll be taking those out next. Alright, so now this cover will just pop right off. Now expose your transmission and the drive cable. Now this mower is actually missing a belt as well, so I have to find a belt for it. Next thing is to get this cable off, and to do that, just grab yourself a set of pliers, push those two tabs down, and pull that wire, that sheathing through this hole, this bracket, and then you'll be able to lift this up. Okay, that side of the cable is out. Next we have to deal with the top side of the cable. Alright, so to get this top side of the cable out, if yours is not already broken like this one is, you're going to have to remove it. There should be a Z-bend right here into this little handle. Sometimes it's easier just to pull the handle right out. Alright, and give yourself a little more slack to get the Z-bend out of there. And then the next thing is to remove this 7/16 bolt and have this cable come out. Alright, so took that bolt off there. Oh, there is a washer. Don't lose that guy. And then this whole piece comes right off. So now you gotta sort of wedge something in there, or just try and pull the cable out. So you're probably better off to try and wedge something in there, or pull it apart if you got really strong fingers. So get yourself a kind of a screwdriver and kind of wedge it open a little bit. And you don't want to wedge it open too much because you don't want to break this part. There. Sheesh, perfect. Alright. Now lastly, you just got to pull the cable through here, through this little bracket. And I've got the old cable out. Now the new cable is here. Part number, the Toro part number 1192379. This is a Sten's aftermarket cable 290-945. And there's a replacement cable. All we're going to do is just fish it through backwards, the opposite way we took it out. Alright, so fish that guy through. I'm going to run it up there. For this end here, I'm going to put this end in first because this is usually the harder end. So fish that guy through like so, and then you're going to want to put your sheathing up and through. Alright, and then we can pull the other end of the cable through the sheathing so it's tight, the least amount of slack. Now we got to put it back up into this bracket here and then up on the handle. Alright, now to get the proper tension on this cable, guys, what you're going to want to do is to tie up your drive handlebar somehow. I just got this wrap here around it. Okay, and then make sure obviously this end of the cable is in where it needs to go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pull on the sheathing part as far down as you can when sliding this into that bracket. And reason being is that right now you've got the drive system engaged, right? So you want to have maximum amount of pull on that transmission. So by what I'm doing is pulling and relaxing the pressure on that sheathing, and you can see when I pull it all the way down, I get maximum tension. Will be maximum tension on that belt, all right? And so therefore what I need to do is just have that pulled down, that sheathing pulled down as far as possible, and then put that in there and tighten up the nut. Okay, so I'm going to pull it all the way down. I'm going to, thankfully it slides in the bracket easier. Actually, you have to put it in before you put the bolt in. So it slides. I'm pulling back on the pressure, trying to seat this guy, and there you go. And now I can put the bolt all the way back through again. And I'm still pulling all that pressure on there, and I'm now going to put the nut back in. Alright, and that cinches that down. So now it's got max tension on the cable when you've got it engaged. And if you release the handle, then you release all that tension on the transmission and therefore all the tension on that belt. Okay, so now it's in the belt will be in the loosest position. When I pull up on the transmission, boom, it puts max tension on that belt and then it drives the transmission. Okay, so that's how easy it is to change the cable on one of these Toro Recyclers with this style of handle or push system. Sorry, self-propel system, because there is Toro Recyclers. Here's one here in the shop that actually has the personal pace system, and this one would be slightly different cable. It looks very similar, but the transmission on this one's in the rear, so it's slightly different setup. So this works on the handlebar type self-propel type system. So hopefully it's helpful to somebody out there. If you like the video, please show me a little love and smash the like button down below. If you're not a subscriber and you like wrenching on stuff and learning about small engines, this is a channel for you. I do post a video each and every week, and so just hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to access all of the videos. So thanks again for watching, and until our next project, take care.